The fallout from COVID is not all bad, and interest rates are going up this week. Let's talk about it. Hello, everybody. Joe Werbick coming at you. And, COVID was a terrible event. The pandemic stank. The government responded with one of the largest printings of dollars in the history of the United States, and we are now seeing some positives from this. Now, yes, we have some massive inflation that we're dealing with. However, that is beginning to cool off. But let's talk about some of the areas that we're seeing some very bright spots. Number one, state revenues are exceeding expectations. Over half of the states in the United States are exceeding their expected revenues for the year, and another 17 are on pace to exceed that revenue, which means the majority of states are seeing more money coming in. Now, that has a lot to do with the bailouts that states receive, but it also has a lot to do with the increase in wages, which when you get more wages, that means the states get more taxes. So this is positive to help balance a lot of these states' budgets, because I'm not sure if you know this, the federal government can have an unbalanced budget, but states are not allowed to do that because states can't print money. So this is going to be a big windfall for states. This is a huge positive. Another bright spot is that Black business ownership is up over 30% in the United States. See, when we have a pandemic and we have a lot of businesses that fail, it's terrible for those business owners, but that opens up a lot of opportunities for new entrepreneurs to come in. And we're seeing Black-owned businesses soar, and we're seeing Black women-owned businesses soar. So this is great news that businesses are coming back, that minorities are able to take advantage of this. This is a great opportunity for people. Anybody out there, realize that we're in a very interesting time. The majority of business owners in this country are aging out. Currently, there's over 10 million businesses for sale. So if you ever wanted to start your own business, you ever wanted to buy a business, now is a great time to do that. And housing prices, as you know, have exceeded expectations. And right now in the United States, we're seeing more million-dollar homes than ever before. A lot of this has to do with low interest rates, which, allow people to spend more on their home. Also, the inventory levels are at an all-time low, and we just saw them cross a threshold that tells us inventory levels are falling in this country, which means housing prices will continue to rise. When you have a mixed bag of less houses for sale and more people wanting to buy them, specifically millennials, we're seeing a large amount of millennials who want to purchase homes. See, we have three main demographics in this country. We have the baby boomers, we have the Gen Xers, and we have the millennials. The baby boomers represent about 80 to 90 million Americans. The Gen Xers about 60 million Americans. And depending on how you count it, the millennials can be up to 100 million Americans. That means that we have this amazing 5-year time period where the majority of those millennials are turning 30, which is the age at which most people buy homes. So over the next 5 years, expect homes to continue to rise as we have more Americans wanting to buy them and less Americans wanting to sell them. Why do people not want to sell them? Well, interest rates have gone up. Now this week, we are going to see the first rate increase in a long time in this country. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is expected to raise rates by at least 25 basis points or 0.25% March 16th at the end of his meeting, which means we're going to continue to see mortgage rates increase. Mortgage rates, which were in the mid 2s to upper 2s, are now in the upper 3s to low 4s, and that could continue to climb. So that means if you own a home right now, and yes, the home has gone up in value, but if you want to buy another home, you have to buy maybe a more expensive home and at a higher interest rate than what you could have gotten, say, a few years ago or even a few months ago. Expect inventories to still fall, which means this is a seller's market and will continue to be a seller's market for some time in the future. So watch out for what the Fed does this week. Expect rates to go up at least 0.25%, but there are a lot of positives out there. Yes, the Russia-Ukraine war is terrible. Hopefully we'll get through that, and all these positive green shoots we're seeing all across the economy can take over the headlines, and we can see markets return to a more normal rate. Oh, and take a guess where I am. Comment down below where you think I currently am. If you already know, don't cheat and comment, but which island am I currently on? If you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe for future videos. If you want great ideas about what's really going on in the economy, check back every week. Leave a comment down below for future videos, and I'll see you next time.